I've recently come across an interview of yours from the time of Unbreakable. And at that time, you were the director of the big reveal endings, the big surprises. And you were asked if you were comfortable with that. And you said, I don't know. I don't know if this is something I wanted to go on with, or a device I want to use again. You said, I don't know if I want to be that kind of director. So now we know that you use that device a lot of times. Even in this movie, in which the big reveal is at the beginning, there's a small reveal at the ending that flips the point of view, and we discover a lot of things. Are you comfortable? Do you think you're that kind of director? And I mean it in the way like John Ford is that kind of director from Westerns.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Well, I like the genre. I'm comfortable saying in general, I like thrillers. I like to tell the story in a kind of suspense language. So that comes really comfortably to me. I don't feel tired of it, you know. So that's interesting, you know. So that I'm good with. I don't like anybody to say you're this or that, you know. Oh, you make scary movies. Do I? I didn't think, you know, that's the most salient thing. Someone said that the other day. Or you make horror movies. I go, there's some horror in this, but there's certainly a lot of comedy. And I was like, you could say, oh, you're a comedy director with more accuracy. And so, but you choose this other thing because it's connected to other definitions you have. So I have a little rebellious side. As soon as somebody says, you do this, I'm like, no, you know. Yeah. So I still feel freedom. And when we think about what I want to do, I only get ignited if I feel like it's new.
Okay. I want to say that actually, I think Knight is a different type of director than what you suppose there. I think he's someone that takes a lot of different genres and he turns them and he comes at them from a completely different angle so that you see the genre anew, so that it feels like something fresh, even though it might be a genre that you think you understand beforehand. And this one's no different. It's a thriller taken from an antagonist's perspective, and so and then adding in the music and stuff like that, you're creating this entirely new feeling that I don't think I've seen in a movie before.
Mm-hmm. Well, some of the feeling you're talking about may also be the incredible relationship you managed to create with your daughter in the movie, of course. And how do you get to that? I mean, is that rehearsals? Is that creating an empathy with the other actress?
Well, first of all, Ari is an incredible actress. She's young. She was 13 when we made this, but she came like incredibly prepared. And Knight works really well with young actors, so he created a space where she felt comfortable to be just like playing. Plus, the pop concert was a lot of fun for her. And my family was over for a little while. Her family was over for the whole time. So we were able to kind of go out with them. And we went to the zoo at some point. And we sort of got to know each other that way. But also for her, she doesn't have to deal with the darker side of this film until, a certain point. For the most part, she's just playing daughter to a dad who's acting a little bit strange. And she, for whatever reason, understood how to do that really well. And from my perspective, I have daughters, so I was able to sort of like take some of that experience and put it on her. But yeah, it just was naturally came easily.
If I'm not wrong, you're co-producing your movies since Unbreakable, I think. And correct me if I'm wrong, since The Visit, you're putting your own money in it.
That's correct.
Now,
that's correct. Yeah.
I'm no producer, I'm not a director, but I've always heard actors, producer, and directors say, never put your money in movies.
That's
absolutely never.
Absolutely.
I know this has happened before. Hitchcock did it, Coppola did it, but they did it for one movie.
Yeah.
And they were forced to do it.
Yes.
So the question is,
why?
Do you think that the situation for the movies that you like to do forces you to put your own money?
You know, it's really interesting the way you phrase that, because when you think about Hitchcock with Psycho, or Chaplin with The Great Dictator, or Coppola Apocalypse Now, it was circumstances that said, we will not fund these movies. You can't make a movie about Hitler. You can't make a movie about a killer like that. You can't. The Vietnam War. It's just too much. And they felt so strongly that they went ahead and did it anyway, and they risked all their money. And in all three cases, it turned out to be a wonderful experience. That was an extreme case. That's not quite this. This is the reverse. This is me saying, you want to pay for my movie, and I'm saying, I don't want to take your money. And because the relationship just shifts a little bit. Just that little bit. And even though they may say, and they're wonderful people, no, it won't, just take our money. I feel it will. So I'm kind of creating a relationship that's, hey, you understand what this is. If I say we're making a movie and a concert, and we're going to make it all about pop music, you know, and I'm going to have this tone, and you're going to sympathize with the killer, I don't want to hear why it's not going to work. So they're supporting me in the thing. So I feel, at least, even if it's a gambit just for me to feel daring and at risk, and not to be lazy and risk everything every single time. That's why I do it at this point, you know. And so this is number 6, 7 in a row, you know.
This is the first time I see only your production company as producer.
I mean,
has anything changed?
No, nothing has changed.
Okay.
It's always been just us, just
Okay.
me, you know. And I make the movie, and that's it, you know. And it's all there. But there's something pure about it, that it's home cooked, and that the audience can feel that it's home cooked. There was no conference rooms involved, and no meetings about what should he wear. No, that was me and the costumer and Josh.
I'm sorry to ask this, but what happens if the one movie goes terribly wrong?
We're in trouble. we're in trouble, and that's why do not do this at home. This is not advisable. This is crazy. Don't do it.